And speaking of the filmmakers, the director of Part 3 was Steve Miner, who also directed Friday the 13th Part 2. What was his directing style like? Like, was he pretty serious or more laid back on set?
He was terrific, actually. He was pretty laid back. He was a kid. We were young. We were all 18, 19, 20 years old. I think he was in his mid 20s, maybe 25, 27. And so he was a young guy, but had a good handle on the film and was a good director. And the tricky thing, I think, was dealing with the 3D aspect of this film. That made it a little more of a challenge to direct. I don't think he really worked hard to bring out, as I said before, our acting ability. That was kind of second to the 3D effect. And so we would shoot a scene, and the big concern was, did it look okay in 3D? Is it going to look okay? Did the cameras work? Because it was an old style, old version of 3D technology, where they actually used two separate cameras side by side to get that depth. And so that was the big concern. Not, I'm like, can I do another take? I don't think I quite, got no.
No, that's similar to what Larry Zerner told us. It was all about the 3D, not the performance.
Not even a consideration. Like, oh, I didn't quite, get my line right. Who cares? Moving on, because it was really about the 3D. So that was tricky, and it was certainly for a director. He had to be conscious of that, in addition to making sure that we, said the lines right and that kind. But he was a nice guy, Steve Miner, and he's had a good career.
Yeah. Halloween H2O.
Yeah, he did Halloween H2O. He's done all genres, but he returned to horror with that one.
And we had Frank Mancuso Jr. as our producer.
Yeah.
And of course, big Hollywood family. Mm-hmm. And he also was a young guy and probably in his late 20s or mid 20s. And the two of them I remember, I think it was Frank Mancuso would drive up in like a red Corvette or something, out to set, and this young hot guy would jump out of his car. Like, it just was, ooh, we're making movies out here.
Well, speaking of out there, like, you're out in the middle of the desert, or like, did you guys have to drive to Los